Alright, so first match will be starting soon. Map that has been picked is Sommerdown. Snoctopusses will be starting on humans for this half. Once again, this is a EU versus EU matchup, so both matches will be played on the EU server. If a third game needs to be played, whoever ends up ahead in points will be able to pick the third map. Looks like my teammates are dodging the question, are all ready to go. Just going to be waiting on Snoctopusses here for a little bit, and we'll get going. Alright, here we go. Both these teams have had a couple of roster changes since the start of the tournament. Snoctopusses having Legendary P in place of Ruka, and my teammates are dodging the question, have Gaming Sword as opposed to Hardy, who they were originally trying to play with. So perhaps both teams not having practiced as much with their fourth player as other teams. Seeing a double profit comp come out of Snoctopusses here. Betty on the scout, Atmosphere picking up a Hunter. Tanya will be going to Tyrant here to start. Double Sentinel comp coming out of my teammates are dodging the question with Deadward and Keela on Sentinel, and Sword on a Reaver. That is new. Sentinel has taken up a position here in training behind the humans. Hunter's looking for him, unable to find him. No chip done so far. First airstrike is in, second one in as well. Will force some spacing. Tyrant charge gets caught there, unfortunately, not hitting the Prophet. Shockwave connecting onto the Hunter. Hunter will fall quickly there as Hexamy takes out Keela in turn, but that... No, that Legendary P is able to take out Deadvard as well, and that'll be a 4 for 2 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. Prison spawn now for Snoctopusses here, arguably the best human point in this map. See what they can do with it. Does look like Sani's dragging a body back there. Might either eat it to engage or save it for one of the sentinels if they get chipped on the way in. It does look like it will just be saved there. First airstrike is in. Second sentinel taking some chip there from the scout on the way in. Will toss an airstrike as a Prophet gets picked up here. Second grab does not look like it will land on the Hunter there. And now Keli caught in between 3 hit scans, taken out very quickly. Sword able to take out Hexme in the back. Sani taking out Atmosphere as well. Tyrant now being the lone survivor here. Decides to keep space. Not re-engage. Humans have spawned on their teammates there. All 4 are now at bridge. Prophet looking to snag a heal. Abduct coming in. Will not connect. Will fall back. Airstrikes are in. That's a good bit of damage onto the Scout and Hunter there from one of those bombs. Missed Shockwave there, unfortunately, from the Tyrant. Will end up falling to the Prophet there as Sword takes out Hexme in turn. Able to clean that up nicely. Atmos still alive here under the bridge with 2 sentinels. Bola comes in on one of them, but kick from Sword will land, and they will be able to take that out without losing anyone else. Score now being 10-6 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. One of those airstrikes missed there, but that'll be a second one that'll connect. 350 damage done to the Scout. He's also picked up. Sani eating a Bola, dodging the Hex shot, able to connect the Shockwave and a charge attack on the Prophet before going down. Still a lot of damage with that Enrage buff. Prophet gets taken out by a Puncture. Atmos getting taken out by Sword, and that'll be a 4-for-1 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. This pickup on Reaver for Sword seems to be working really well for this team. 5-1. So again, a Scout kind of ignoring the bomb, landed right next to them in favor of taking the charge shot. Ended up dying pretty much instantly for that one. Was able to juke the first abduct, but the second one came in. Dragged her away. Airstrikes are in. That one will fall short. Hunter walking right into that one onto the bridge. That'll be a good bit of damage as he gets dragged away. Should be an easy death. Double team on Hexme on top of stage there will take him out as well. 2 humans left remaining. A nice choking haste to try and deny the turret. Scout is able to get out of it though. Doesn't matter. Deadvard will be able to secure that kill and chasing Prophet. Trying to get a return kill on Sani here, who must be low HP, but will not find it before Sword takes out Legendary P. That'll be a 4-0 wipe for my teammates are dodging the question. Seeing some pushing come back from Broken here. Humans decide better if it will fall back. We do see a comp change here now. Legendary P coming off of Prophet onto Alchemist, and Hexme swapping off Prophet as well onto the Scout. No more Prophets coming out of Snoctopusses here. Both Sentinels, top of the tall tower there. Reaver has taken up a position on the house. We'll be able to get a nice engage from there. Airstrike is in. Will fall short. Second one falls short as well. Nice juking done there by the Scout. Will be able to get away, and Ebola pulls the Sentinel out of the air as the other Scout is dragged into a corner alone with a Tyrant, and Keli will end up falling there as Legendary P takes out Gaming Sword. Deadvard now stuck here a little bit alone. Decides to try to go for the charge attack, but gets taken out by Atmos, who has too much space to work with there. Sani's low HP as Keli looks for a re-engage. Abduct missing it and ends up falling back. And that'll be a... Oh, there we go. A 3-for-1 now in favor of Snoctopusses, thanks to that shot from Betty. Haze to try and deny the heal. It does look like it will connect, but I believe Betty was able to get the heal off regardless, so she will be regenning to full here. Score now being 19-10 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. 9-point lead. Pretty solid on Somerdam for the Vampire side. Airstrike is in, forcing the Scout to move. Second one will still take their charge shot on the Tyrant. Drop Shockwave onto the Alchemist, followed by a charge. Kiting out of the firewall there, and moving onto the Scout into the turret, but Sani will fall to the turret as Deadvard takes out Betty in turn. Keli taking out Hexme, but Sword and Deadvard are now dead. Keli, last one left standing, looking for an abduct, will not find it on the Hunter as Snoctopusses respawn here. in training. Airstrike to maybe try and get some chip damage. And Abduct looking to deny the heal, but no one's going for it. A quick re-engage here from my teammates are dodging the question. That one will land on the scout, pulling them away into the other sentinel. Missed knives as well, and Betty will fall very quickly as Hexme takes out Sani, who had been pushing into the rest of the human team. Another Abduct will land on the scout. Some chip damage being done by Atmos. He will chase to try and help that, but Deadvard has already killed Hexme. Atmos may be trying to kill Deadvard in turn now, but is unable to find him as the Alchemist is left all alone. Will get taken out by Sword here. Tyrant is now back, and that should be death for Atmos. Yes, it will be, and that'll be a good return fight from my teammates are dodging the question, making the score 25-14. Quick re-engage here once again. Abduct will find the scout, pulling them away. Second one coming in will not connect this time as the scout is able to run back through office and re-find their team there. Both Abducts having been used. Scout able to pick up a heal. We'll probably see a slow re-engage here. Or maybe not. We're going quick, but that airstrike just landing in no man's land there. That one getting a little more value as the Alchemist walks into it. Sani charging Scout off of the high ground there. AoEs are out. Sword fighting inside the turret will fall to Betty after getting knifed in it. Nice shots from the Scout there. Will take out Deadvard very quickly. Sani able to get a return kill on Legendary P, but the humans just have all the spacing in the world right now, and they will use it to good effect to secure that fight as a 4-for-1. Once again, quick re-engage by the Sentinel, trying to find a low HP target. Knives will miss, but it won't matter. The crossfire will take out Deadvard. Bleeding kills a little bit here now. Sword going in as well, still trying to look for this low HP kill, but it's just not working. They have given up 2 lives now for that, making the score 26-20, that massive lead being shrunk down to a 6-point one. Airstrike is in, it will fall short. It looks like that shot might have connected with the Sentinel there. We are seeing the Abducts come in regardless. One of them will land, dragging the Scout a little bit away. Shockwave into the choking haze for the Scout. That'll be a massive amount of damage, and 2 humans fall already. Alchemist, last one left standing, is able to take out one of the Sentinels. Deadvard is able to take out Legendary P, though, before falling to the firewall there, and that'll be a 30-23 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question to end this half. Very good use of the choking haze in that last fight, able to deny a lot of the AoEs. Tyrant shockwaving one of the Scouts square into the center of that. It's always pretty much a guaranteed kill. We'll be seeing the Deceiver coming out of Legendary P, Betty on Sentinel. Possibly Atmos or Hexme picking up a second Sentinel. Yes, Hexme will be picking up the second Sentinel, and Atmos will be on Tyrant. A double Scout comp coming out of my teammates are dodging the question. Sword will be on Prophet once more, and Keli on the Hunter. We have seen a bit of a resurgence of double Scout lately. Somerdam definitely being a map that favors that class. Could see a push here on the left side. Vampire had come over here, and one of the Scouts was looking around this area. Not look like they will find much. Deadvard is able to find some chip, though. A full charge shot on someone in prison here, and we're seeing Keli pushing it very aggressively, leaving the Scout and Prophet almost alone in bridge here. Will not get punished for it, though, as Keli falls back. Airstrikes are in, but the Scout has already left long ago. Those will not find their mark. Charge misses there, as well as one of the Scouts up top is hit with an infect, is able to deploy the turret, and Betty will be the first to fall to Sword. Sani taking out Legendary P as Atmos takes out Sword in turn. Tyrant now once again pressuring the Scout on the stairs. Knives will connect. Tyrant deciding to change targets. I believe he noticed that Scout up there was just too healthy. Maybe trying to find a shockwave kill. Power melee onto Deadvard, but he is too healthy. And that'll be a clean 4-for-1 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. Moving on to prison there. Deadvard trying to shoot the birds there, but they are client side, so maybe he hit them on his end. Once again, very aggressive positioning here by one of the scouts all the way up top on stage here. Tyrant is in a position they could move up and try to contest this. Have to be careful to just not take a full charge shot on the way in. Airstrikes are in, both in almost exactly the same spot. Unideal. Charge missing on the scout up top. Knives will connect on the Tyrant. Decent kiting here by the scout, but will get hit by the shockwave and end up falling to Betty. 2 return kills coming out of my teammates are dodging the question. The Sentinel here wrapping the corner, finds the charge attack on the scout, juking the knives very nicely, but will end up falling to Sani as Sani gets taken out by the barbed talons in turn. Legendary P running sacrifice, Gaming Sword running sacrifice, but unable to find the healing in time to save their scout there. See the Sentinel now taking a position up here, probably trying to deny this aggressive pushing being done by the scouts. Looking for a chip on the Deceiver, will not find it, will take fall damage coming into the house there. Airstrike is in, this one will force the scouts off the high ground, but once again, both of them in the same spot. One of the scouts getting picked up as the Tyrant gets hexed in the back. Sani will be the first to get a kill there on Legendary P as Atmos takes out Sword. Good returns kill here by Snoctopus, and Keli will be the last one left standing against a Tyrant and a Sentinel. He has the space to work with, though. The Tyrant looks like they could be hurting here. Trying to break spawns as the Sentinels might be looking for the respawns. Unable to find them, though. They're coming back through office. Nice bola from Keli onto one of the Sentinels will force them down. Gets hit by the Tyrant charge in turn. His team is back, and there is the sacrifice to keep him alive and an eyes, and he will end up surviving that as his team pushes back into office. Atmos getting taken out as well. He was low HP that whole time, and there falls the Sentinel as well, and that'll be a really good return fight from my teammates that are dodging the question, resecuring prison here. Score being 13-6 in their favor. Keli not having died yet at all. That is the strength of the Hunter juke there. Tyrant taking a little bit of chip from the Prophet. Deceiver looks to be coming from office here. And a full charge shot on the Tyrant as he's climbing on top of office. That's going to be a lot of chip. Deceiver still unsure where they want to engage from, it seems like. Just kind of walking around office periodically here. Prophet looks for some chip, is able to find some on the Sentinel there. Airstrikes are in, forcing one of the scouts to move. Abduct will land on one, not on the other. Dropping them from on high. Puncture will connect on the second scout. Hexme taking out Sani quickly there as Deadvard falls as well. Keli finally falling to Hexme, and that'll be a 4-for-1 now in favor of Snoctopusses. A much better engage on their end. Do see the Dominate Mind coming out of Legendary P now. Takes a chip shot from the circle there. Keep in mind that displacement is banned, so the Dominate Mind will not have that increased duration as well as damage debuff on yourself when casting it. There's a lot more risk in using it. Looking for an in-range shockwave on the aggressive scout here. Will find it. No melees yet, but the team collapses and Deadvard will fall for that push very quickly. Crossfire from the rest of the humans is able to take out Betty very quickly as the Sentinel lands in a volley, looking for a puncture, but gets taken out very quickly. Tyrant is low HP now. Finished off by Keli, who will push for that kill, and that'll be a 3-for-1, I believe, in favor of my teammates are dodging the question here. Recognizing that Deadvard was already dead to rights there to the 3 vampires, choosing to focus down the one instead to win that fight. Dominate Mind breaking the abduct on Keli there, a bit unfortunate. Yeah, and Hexme will end up dying for that one. Prophet having been dragged away will get taken out. A turret placement pushed on the outside here. A nice stick onto the scout, taking damage from their own turret as well. Probably hurting a lot now, but Deadbard is able to find Legendary P and Atmos, and juking that Sentinel Abduct as well. Snoctopus is just kind of trickling in at this point. Score being 21-12, a very dominant lead here by My Teammates Are Dodging the Question. They seem to have kind of found their footing a little bit. Abduct landing on the Hunter there, dragging them under the bridge. Second one trying to follow up. Dominate Mind onto the Scout. That will probably be death. Yeah, Deadbard is gone. Sani is able to get one return kill so far. Make that two as she finds Legendary P as well. And Betty Boops, a triple kill from Sani, will close out that game in favor of My Teammates Are Dodging the Question. Straight into the second match. This will now be played on Silence Cathedral, the map choice for Snoctopusses. Definitely being one of their stronger maps, I'd say. See if they can make a turnaround here. My Teammates Are Dodging the Question did exit that final game with a sizable lead. Atmos pulling out a summoner here. He has said before that he thinks that Silence Cathedral is the best summoner map. He is someone who wishes summoner was more viable. We have seen them use it in scrims occasionally near the start of this tournament. We'll see how it works out. I've seen a lot of unorthodox picks on this map. Yesterday we saw a double grapple comp coming out, and now we have a summoner comp. Double Sentinel and a Deceiver. No large health bars from the Tyrant there. It looks like Legendary P will be running DM there. You can see that iconic little shuffle the Deceiver does when they're trying to grab someone. He will find the Scout here very quickly. No follow-up on the Scout yet. There it is from the Summoner. Legendary P will pick up a kill on Sani. Atmosphere taking out Deadbard. As Sword takes out Hexme in turn. Fight inside the Cathedral here. It looks like Infect will connect. Sword being taken out there as well as Betty finishes off Keli, and that'll be a clean 4 for 2 now. Oh wait, return from Sani spawn will take out Betty, making that a 4 for 3 instead of a 4 for 2. DM finds Keli there. Hexshot will break it. Airstrikes are in. Scout left alone here with a Summoner, and Sentinel will end up falling as Deadbard gets a return kill on both the Summoner and the Sentinel. Deadbard and Keli, last one's left alive. Good use of spacing there to take out Legendary P, and one Sentinel remaining. Abduct looks like it won't find Edvard there. Life, or sacrifice, excuse me, and Ebola will keep him alive as he takes out Hexme. He gets picked up again though and will end up falling to that fall damage. Not enough healing from the sacrifice to keep him alive. Bomb connecting with the scout there, doing a full 350 damage as Betty takes out Sword. Left in the back. Keli and the Sani, last one's left standing. Sani ends up falling to Atmos there. Keli getting a return kill there. Abduct looks for him. Bola will not land, and the Abduct will connect, dragging him into the middle towards the other Sentinel. Trying to stay alive, Hexshot comes through, blocking one of the Sentinels. Dedvard taking out Betty as well, and a sacrifice onto Keli will keep him alive as Dedvard picks up a double kill on Hexme and Betty there. Both Sentinels having fallen, score being 11-9 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. Edvard taking a bit of damage from that bomb there. Will be healed up by sacrifice though. He is running a health increase, so he is a fairly tanky scout. He is all alone in corner here though, and the two Sentinels trying to punish it. One of the Abducts will connect, dropping on from high. Looks like they will just double team him there and take him out quickly as Keli takes out Atmosphere in turn. Aiming Sword ends up falling to Legendary P there. Now 2 for 2. Abduct will not find its mark there. Scout might fall here, taking a good bit of damage. Yes, she will fall to Hexme there, and a DM coming from Legendary P to potentially secure this kill on Keli. Missing a charge attack, maybe intentionally, on Keli there for the Abduct to land, but he will end up falling very late there. His team now having to regroup. Score is now tied up 13-13 on the human half here. We're seeing an aggressive push by one of the scouts once again. Looking for some chip maybe on the Sentinel. Will find it. That's a full charge shot. 475 damage to the face. Now having taken a very aggressive position. Might have found a second shot there onto the Deceiver and a third one onto the Sentinel. DM coming in onto the Prophet, but Keli will be able to take out Betty there. Sentinel and Tyrant looking to pick up a kill on the scout here. Looks like the Tyrant has swapped to throw. But this is a very clean fight from my teammates who are dodging the question, and they will end up coming out on top. 4-0. That aggressive positioning working out in their favor. We do see Legendary P now trying to deny that spot entirely. Coming in from a different angle. An Abduct coming through here. It will connect onto Dedvard. He's very low HP and will end up falling very quickly there. Split positioning here by my teammates are dodging the question. Not really working out for them as well this time as Sword falls as well. Atmos dying in the turret there. Betty is able to take out Sani. Keli trying to get one more return kill. Unable to find it though, and that'll be a 4-for-1 in favor of Snoctopusses. We do see an aggressive pushback once again by my teammates are dodging the question. Dedvard able to find Hexme, making that 4-for-1 a 4-for-2. Make that a 4-for-3 as he finds Betty as well. These aggressive plays really working out for my teammates are dodging the question sometimes here. This is a map that does allow it quite well. An Abduct will land on Dedvard here though, and he gets dragged away. Keli looking to help him as a DM lands in the back, making these fights 2v2s. Keli is able to find Hexme there. Infect will land on Dedvard, and that will be enough to take him out as Keli takes Legendary P out in return. The other 2 for 2 ending in favor of the Vampires, with Betty and Keli being the last ones left alive now. Keli is able to get enough space to have his team respawn. Looking for the bola there, will not find it. A good chip being done onto this Sentinel though. Forced to back out. A very low HP. They do have a body though, so he will be able to regenerate to full. Looks like they even have 2 if need be. Score is 23-20 now. Still in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. Snoctopusses is making good use of splitting up the humans there. Their positioning, forcing the fights into a 2v2. Generally favors the Vampires if played well. Once again, an aggressive position being taken by one of the scouts. Sentinel creeping up on them though. Does end up falling back to the corner and onto the box here. DM will connect onto the Prophet this time. Will be broken very quickly. Airstrikes are in. Bola has been used as well. One of the scouts getting picked up. Atmos now using Abyssal Strike here to try and deny some of this volley. 1 for 1 so far. Sentinel lands on Keli there. Summoner and Sentinel double team going on to the Prophet, but they will not be able to secure that kill without both dying in turn, and Deadvar finishes off Betty, making that a 4 for 2, I believe, in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. Airstrike trying to deny the healing on Keli. Infect will land on him there. Unable to find the bola, but Hexme gets taken out by Sword while he's simultaneously healing Keli with Sacrifice there. Fight on the Sentinel here under Sacrifice used once again to keep that scout alive. Keli comes in to finish off the Sentinel. 1 more kill left on the board. Score being 29-22. Favor of my teammates are dodging the question. Building up a little bit of a lead here. If they can just blow someone up, they will start the next round with pretty good score. Airstrike is in, will not find its mark there. DM looking for something here. Scout caught up top with a Sentinel taking a good bit of damage there, gets hit by the puncture, and that will be the death of Deadvar as the DM lands on, I believe, Keli that was. The second kill from Betty onto Gaming Sword. 2 humans left. No return kills yet. Abduct will not find its mark there. Second one comes in, will not find the Scout either. Keli and the Scout here trying desperately to find that last kill. Unable to find it, and that'll be a clean 4-0 wipe from Snoctopusses. Very well played there. Closing up this gap a little more. Pushback once again by Deadvar. DM will land on the Prophet. Deadvar will end up falling. So will the Prophet. Score now getting closer once again. My teammates are dodging the question, unable to find that last kill. Be seeing the last potential fight at cages here. Airstrike forcing the Scout to move already. Might have even done a bit of chip. Very slow engagement Snoctopusses here. Have to be careful not to get picked early. They do only need 2 kills to close out this round. DDM will find the Prophet once more. Airstrike doing full 350 damage as the Abduct will land on the Prophet as well. Second Abduct landing on Keli here. Prophet is dead. 1 more kill left for Snoctopusses, who will find it. Atmos will. And they will end up actually making an impressive comeback, bringing the score 30-29 in their favor. Very well done there. We'll be seeing a double Alchemist Beastmaster comp coming out of Snoctopusses here. A lot of explosive AoEs. Betty will still be on the scout, likely with bleed turret. No chip yet. Scout will miss that shot on the Sentinel as well. Is hit by the Tyrant there. Firewall has been deployed. Keylight will find the first kill on the Scout. Legendary P taking out Sword as well in turn. Last remaining humans are now all very close range. Dangerous place to be for the Vampires. A nice double puncture there onto the Beastmaster and Alchemist. Will secure the kill on both of them, followed by an Abduct. And a pylon onto Atmosphere at the end there, and that'll make that a 4-for-1 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. You see the Reaver eating a body here to start this fight. They will be regenerating. Airstrikes are both in. Will not find their mark there as the Tyrant misses the shockwave and gets hit by a massive amount of explosive damage. Beastmaster getting dragged away though. Turret being denied by a well-placed choking haze as the kick lands on the Scout, but fighting in the fire is ill-advised as Sword will end up falling there. Keylight taking out Hexme, who he had dragged away. Nice charge onto the Alchemist, decided to go all the way through, not to take too much poke damage there. Bombs will not connect, but a melee from Keylight will take out Betty as the other Alchemist gets dragged away. Sandy now very low HP, cannot help in this fight at the moment. Able to hit one melee there on the Alchemist, second one good spacing by Deadvard, able to avoid those grenades, but the Beastmaster coming back will be able to take out Sandy with a Nature's Fury there. Score being 8-4 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. Oh, that was all close to being a stick there, perhaps on the Beastmaster, but will end up doing no damage as he just rolls down. Alchnades will find the Reaver on top of the building here, forcing them to drop back. The airstrike is in into kind of no man's land there. Second one again. They're looking for someone who isn't there. Snoctopusses having relocated into the corner at the start of that engage. Both abducts used, both bombs used, and a marathon. That'll be a free reposition here by Snoctopusses. Beastmaster sees this Tyrant here, decides not to push it and falls back instead. Scout looking for some chip on the Sentinel. Looked like it hit the building there, but tracers can be deceiving. That might have found its mark yet. Alex aggressively bombing rooftops here, looking for vampires that aren't to be found. Airstrike is in. This one will force the Scout to move. Not connecting any damage though as the Alchemist up top gets dragged away. Atmos getting dragged away as well there. Tyrant charging in all the way through, and a kick will secure the kill on Legendary P, connecting with the Beastmaster as well, securing that kill as well as Betty takes out Gaming Sword in turn. But now Atmos and Betty being cleaned up by the remaining three vampires, and that'll be a 4-for-1 in favor of my teammates are dodging the question. We have seen Hexme swap off of Beastmaster onto Prophet. I was going to say already that I don't know about having 3 close range humans against a double Senti comp is really going to work out for them. Before I could say he's already gone off to Prophet. And we do see Deadvard has yet to die. Just kind of running a train here. Eli having only died once. Airstrikes are in. They will not find their mark this time. A charge will connect with Atmos though. Abducts will not land, but a potentially double puncture there by Keylight before falling to Legendary P. 2 kills in turn. Prophet trying to make use of this turret here. Deadvard is able to find Betty. Connecting solid damage onto the Prophet now as well. Hexme trying to stay alive. Maybe get something on Sani here. Sani unable to find the kill. This Hexme just spaces too well with Life Leech, but Deadvard is waiting for him and will find that kill, making that a 4 for 2 now in favor of my teammates at Dodging the Question. We're seeing interesting positioning here. That bomb probably did damage to the Prophet there and will get abducted, as well as a Shockwave connects on Legendary P. Charge stopping short, but a Haze will block off Legendary P from the rest of his team as an abduct lands on the Scout. Hexme falling to sword already. Betty taking out Deadvard in her turret there. Keli finishing off Betty as Sani takes out Atmos. Scouts are dead now. That was a very unfortunate kick there, teleporting pretty far away, but it will not matter as Sword and Sani are able to finish off Legendary P, making that another 4 for 2. Score now being 20-9. A very strong lead by my teammates of Dodging the Question. We have seen the swap off of the Diablo Alk now. We do see 2 scouts once again. Might be too little too late at this point. The Sentinels have just gotten way too much mileage in this match. Airstrikes are in. That will connect onto the Scout there. Forced to move by the charge. Hex shot missing, but Sani taking a sizable amount of damage from Legendary P there. Will end up falling to Atmos as P gets taken out by Sword. 2 humans now left in the courtyard here. Sentinel landing on the Prophet. Knives will help out the Prophet to potentially win that fight, and yes, he will. And a Hex shot right after taking out Keli. Might save Atmos. No, it won't. He will still end up falling, but they will be able to get that return kill, making that a 4 for 3 in favor of Snoctopusses. Although Hexme getting dragged away here very quickly, is now half HP at the start of this fight, missing his Hex shot as well as the Scout gets dragged. And a nice stick on a Hexme. Hexme will be very low here. 1 melee should do the trick. No, he is managing to stay alive. Not sure if we just had a lot of whiffs there, but well played by Snoctopusses, able to turn that around despite being in a very unfortunate position there. Do see them now stuck in this corner here. Some chip being done onto one of the Sentinels. Airstrike is in, forcing the Scout to move, and a very long charge from Sani will connect onto that Scout. Sentinel landing to try and find the Scout, gets hit with the knives, decides to fall back because of all the AoE. Sword is in though, and he gets hit by a Hex shot, ends up getting taken out by Betty. Deadvard falling now as well. This is looking like a slaughter for the humans. Sani able to get 1 return kill, but that'll be a 4 for 1. I believe in favor of Snoctopusses, making good use of the corner despite it being one of the arguably worst human positions on this map. Score has now gotten a lot closer. This swap to double Scout working wonders for Snoctopusses. 5 more kills needed from my teammates are Dodging the Question to close out this match. The strikes are in. Prophet doing a good bit of chip here. Abduct will find him, but it looks like they will be shot down. Yes, they will. Haze is in as Betty falls quickly there to Sword. 2 return kills already from Snoctopusses though, and Atmos will find Keli. Deadvard falling as well, and that'll be another 4 for 2 in favor of Snoctopusses. Score getting very close here now. My teammates are Dodging the Question need only 3 more kills to secure this win. Snoctopusses needing to stay alive in these fights in order to get a win here. You're seeing a much slower engage from my teammates. They're Dodging the Question here, playing a lot more cautiously. Saw what happened in the last round. Lots of 4-0s back to back. Ended up losing. Nice charge though from Sani. We'll group up 2 humans into a beautiful choking haze. That'll be 2 vampires, humans dead already, excuse me. And Sword will find the last kill. My teammates are dodging the question, coming out on top in this set and taking the entire match. Very well played at the end there. Good grouping from the Tyrant, forcing the humans to group up in a haze that was placed directly into the volley AoE. Not very much that could have been done there from Snoctopusses. A very good showing at the end, but it wasn't quite enough. That will be all for that set. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you once again next time.